midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Cooper, the man in motion right.
Hey, check 26. Come out.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop him from trying again the rest of this game.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
That is taken in by Hurst. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now the interception on the so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
The Packers at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First do no.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Burrow looking to pass. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the deep.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 70 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And some room to run now.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Gun.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
12. 11 empty. 11.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right. With his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. B.J. Hill. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside to 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 31, Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end Tunyon.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
26.
Rodgers now to throw.
Jones with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
11-90, 11-90. 12, 12, 12. 11 Thomas.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Burrow on first down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Options galore here, second and a few inches.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Nixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go, here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Gun.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going.
11-90.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On one, ready?
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mixing up the middle. Dances by him.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
11 coming. 12. 11.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow.
He's got Hurst as tight end. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 62 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Cooper will come in motion right. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
He got 29 yards on time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. on the run, had to get on his horse, still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
26. Yeah, this. Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Rodgers to throw. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal on the sack sets him back big time.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
11.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And some room to maneuver.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 88. 26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
79 yards rushing here from Mixon. He's got a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
second down and 4. Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pick up there.
Here we go.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize.
That's caught at the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On play action, now Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion left is Rodgers.
Get 300. Get 300. 50.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Robert Tonyan. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Okay, so they got this score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Mixon will try the right side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And it's the two teams talking over on their respective to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
11 MT pace. 11 MT pace.
Here's a give to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bengals, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.